Greetings, Divine Sparks. Welcome to 2024. I hope that you're feeling excited and expansive and creative and ready to manifest your brightest light this year. However, it is completely understandable if you're not. There's a lot going on, and there probably will continue to be a lot going on in the world around us, outside of us, and that can really impact on how we're feeling on the inside and how we're bringing our light to our lives and our family and our community and the world and our beautiful planet. So, I just wanted to really bring some light and love and energy to this conundrum of how do we stay in our hearts? How do we stay the directors and the creators of our own lives without the outside world overwhelming our positivity and our capacity and doom scrolling and being overwhelmed by the information that's coming in from the outside, and a sense of how is humanity going to find its way out of this space. So when we look from a higher perspective, from what's happening on a global level, what's been happening over time, when we look at the cosmic energy, the astrology, when we look at the predictions of the traditional peoples of the planet, when we look inside and connect with our inner knowing, we get to understand that it's all part of a bigger picture. Even though the last few years have been intense and have really brought people's fears to the surface, and we've really seen the power and control and manipulation of a top-down structure that's been telling us what to do to be healthy and well, but not necessarily allowing us to do what is right for ourselves in alignment with that, so that we can be in alignment with each other and the planet. So that contrast has really brought up a lot of shadow, a lot of things that make us triggered or uneasy or uncomfortable with someone else's position or someone else's action or someone else's belief system, instead of being able to realize that we're all free to do as we will. We have free will, and part of expressing ourselves as humans is exploring that free will with no judgment, no right or wrong, as we learn what is in service, what is in service to ourselves in a way that is in service to everybody, or what is in service to ourselves at the expense of others. And that's really the crux of what our life on planet Earth is all about, is making a decision about, are we in service to the all, or are we in service to ourselves at the expense of others. So we've had a lot of catalyst to figure out where we stand. And really, these two positions are underlay by two feelings, two states that can't really coexist. One is fear and one is love. And obviously, service to others is love, and service to self is fear. I need more. I must have more. I won't be okay. There's not enough for me. I can take from others because my needs are greater. I can put my will over others and take what they have. This is the service to self path. So we really are at a time and a place where we can choose. We can make a very conscious choice about where we go. So life is giving us some very clear and intense and potentially overwhelming catalyst to trigger this growth within us. So this year, energetically, is very likely to be full of emotion, a flood of the water element. And there could be flooding, but there is more likely that we're going to feel bombarded and drowning in the emotional response to what's happening around us and within us. As the old world order and the powers that were tighten their grip and try to maintain the structure, and the rules and the laws and the control that keeps the status quo, which means that a very few have a lot. and the majority have very little. This isn't obviously equality, this isn't egalitarian, this isn't service to all for the good of all. And so that structure, if we give it power, if we feed into that by going, yes, I'll do what they say because I'm so scared of doing the wrong thing, or the consequences of going against the current order of things, then we're giving power to that. But as we take power back to ourselves, as we see this structure for what it is, as the illusions are starting to break down, as the truths come out, then we can find that inner direction to go, okay, maybe the rules we've been following or I've been following haven't been the best ones for me and for everybody. How can we make them anew? How can we have true leadership within ourselves, true personal and spiritual authority, and then see that reflected in our leaders, and have a system that is more horizontal rather than top down, so that we all have a say and our needs are recognized as equally important as everybody else's needs, instead of some people's needs being more important and getting more at the expense of others. So the beautiful thing is, from destabilization and chaos comes clarity about what is most important to us, and an opportunity to metamorphose. So through this pressure cooker of what's happening around us and within us, we come into diamond clarity. How are diamonds made? They're made under heat and pressure. That is what's happening within us, and it can feel like that. What we need to do is really work with those energies, with those elements, to find the clarity of what is our guiding principle, what is our mission code, what are the guiding light rules, principles for us to live by, in right relationship with ourselves, in right relationship with each other, and right relationship with our planet. So we are in an exciting time because people are moving forward into this paradigm, into this dynamic. They are creating new structures. They are doing things differently. Financial structures, social structures, work structures, family structures, internal dynamics. So it's a really exciting time to align with the cosmic energies that are really supporting this letting go of the old structure and paradigm, letting go of our old constraints, our wounding, our separation consciousness, and stepping into the new world, the new earth, which we can create. I'm an absolute believer that what we focus on becomes manifest in our reality. That is the creation of the illusion, and we can be the directors of that, or we can receive whatever comes our way based on whatever the major energies are in the world. So it's really important for us to discern, and take that power in our own hands to create our reality intentionally, with love, with unity and service as our overriding feelings. So when you look out into the world and you feel despair, or you feel it's just too much and how is it going to be resolved, what in your heart do you feel you would rather have instead? And really feel into that. Really feel, what is the most important thing? Do you want the people of the world to live in peace, to live harmoniously, to see each other, to hear each other, to work together for the collective good, to work together for the greater good of humanity, for the community, for the family, but also within ourselves, to work together within ourselves, not being at war with ourselves, not judging ourselves, not holding back parts of ourselves for fear of rejection, not seeking validation externally of who we are, but really just dropping into the truth of who we are, which is love. The universe is created from love, and There's no denying that. You can't really create from anything else. A system that is so incredibly elegant and integrated and just, beyond our capacity to really comprehend when we look at the infinite aspect of reality that's out there and in here. So, what do you see? What do you see for the world instead of the suffering that it's going through now? The environment, community, poor leadership, corruption, war, devastation, famine, the things that really make you feel strongly. What feeling would you like instead for humanity to experience? Peace, unity, connection, love, joy, harmony, compassion. When you become clear on what that is, you can then start living that. Because the only way that the world changes is when we take what we think and feel and we make it real. So we have to act that. So when we start warring within ourselves, no, I can't do that, I really want to do that, but so-and-so said I shouldn't, that's a war within you. And what would you rather have? Harmony. So what feels good to me? This is what I really want. This is what's good for me. This is what I need. We need to honour that and really allow that to take direction, and also to understand when others are really wanting and needing to connect with that themselves, and allowing that, allowing others. If it's not hurting you and you're not hurting them, then we can allow and accept everybody as they are. And as we do this, this allows everyone to access a greater part of themselves. We come out of survival mode. If we start sharing when before we were hoarding, if we start giving when before we were taking, then it shifts our dynamic from fear to love. Love, compassion, trust, and surrender that there will be enough. There is enough. Anything I lack is something that I'm not giving to myself. So if I give it to myself first, I will see it, hear it, and feel it in the world as well. So my advice for you, as I've been following for myself, I've been on a deep dive journey into my inner realms, into my higher conscious, into unity conscious, and it's been an amazing experience to really witness and experience my shadow and my light, and to bring really incredible multi-dimensional, multi-life healing to the things that have held me in my coping strategies, in my fear-based lack consciousness, to release those. Fear of shame, guilt, fear of rejection, that real need for external validation, a fear of stepping into my power, a fear of annihilation when stepping into my light. I've had an experience recently that has really helped me shift that and step into a completely different place, to become a completely different version of myself, the upgraded version, the light version, the loving version that I've always wanted to be. That was always there. It just didn't have the freedom, hadn't been given the freedom, the sovereignty, the personal authority to step up and really be the truth of who I am. So I invite you to take time to process your shadows. What's holding you back? Where are you at war with yourself? Where are you criticizing yourself? What is your inner voice saying? What is the outer world making you feel? And look at ways of transforming that, and seek help. I didn't do this on my own. I sought guidance. I've done processes, I've done courses, I've read books, I've done meditations, I've been meditating every day. Self-development can happen on its own. It takes a lot of courage, and it takes a lot of wisdom, and a strong capacity to sit with your feelings and allow the wisdom to expand from there. However, it is an easier journey when we share. So if you feel to connect with me, watch other things that I'll be putting out. I'll be asking people to come and join me in circle, in immersions, retreat spaces where we're going to really help you hold witness, a loving witness, and the space that you need to really connect in deeply and understand yourself, to know yourself, so that you can then have a loving and compassionate approach to those aspects of self and bring them back in. Bring them healing, bring light, bring love, bring integration, so that those parts of you are no longer being pushed away. They now become reintegrated into the truth of who you are, so that you can truly then shine your light and be the creator of your light. So everything that I do in my life, that is what I'm working on. That is the processes that I'm doing. And as I'm doing that, I want to share that with you. I want to share the capacity for growth and expansion and excitement that I feel. I'm going to get emotional because everybody deserves that. We really do. All of humanity deserves to feel expansive and free, to create and to share and to live in a harmony. And that's part of my job. It's part of my mission, is to do that work for myself, 100%, 1000%, committing to compassionate, loving holding of space for self and others, so that I can and you can connect with your true potential. Because that's why we're here, to create and to enjoy and to be incredible divine sparks. I hope this is helpful. Please journal, please potentially email me, write a comment, connect with me. I've got a fresh webpage coming up soon. Now, we'll say now, a fresh website now. And lots of exciting things that I feel so inspired to share with you. So I hope that I can hold space with you on your journey and you can witness my journey too. Blessed be, beautiful humans.